Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Jackson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Grant. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
24 is the mic. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. 24.
Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Washington. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third down. It's Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
23 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
24 is the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. 24 is the mic. Hey, you mine.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Strip that ball. Alert flare. Switch.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Caught by Nelson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards. On the carry there, it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
I'm here to neutral focus. Begin. Switch.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 40. To run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check out route. Shit.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check pass. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes it to Nelson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
43 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Jackson will throw again. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watch the twist. Mike's 43. Yeah. Short. 43 is the mic.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back. And Mike's 50. Mike's set. Now watch one. Hey. 50's the mic. Stay.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Grant. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, man. 24 is the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 24 is the mic. Check. 24 is the mic. I got one.
from the gun, Jackson. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check safety, check safety. Check forward.
On second down now, it's Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
43 is the mic. Echo, echo. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is Miller, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It's on the clock.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On first down, this is Adams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
I'm scared. Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 48 to Mike. Hey, get me waiting.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. Space to maneuver at the 40. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And finally brought down at the 43. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. This is Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
Watch out. Let's go. Come on. Check 48's the mic. Check pass.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, T. Here I come.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming. Typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Watch home. Check the backer.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.